Ever wondered how to recreate the power and precision of a fictive historic ship's cannon down to the finest detail? In this four-part series, I'll show you how I've built a miniature diorama that brings the feeling of maritime history to life. From crafting the cannon and gun carriage to the rigging and all the tiny deck essentials, you'll see every step of the process. A cannon does not stand alone, it belongs on a ship. In this video, the second part of my series, I'll show you how I built the ship section that holds the cannon. From shaping the deck to creating the walls and framing, you learn how to construct a convincing piece of an historic vessel. My goal is to create several deck cross sections, each featuring a mounted gun carriage. This allows me to clearly demonstrate how all the rigging and tackles are positioned on a ship's deck. This is the base deck where the deck planking will be added. You can also see the inner bulwark structure starting here to take shape. On the ship exterior, we begin with the hull planking, just below the main deck. I will add the channels. These support the chain plates for the rigging. I've also included the channel wheel here. And from this wheel upward, I'll start planking the hull and finish with the railing on top. When the inner bulwark and the deck planking are installed and the cannon is placed on top of it, this hull will create a highly detailed deck cross section. This specific cross section is for a so-called black ship, where I will place a black painted cannon. I've already added the channel wheel, painted it black, and finished the inside of the gun port in the same dark color. Now I'm ready to start the hull planking. The exterior will be a mix of thunder grey and black, while the inner bulwark will have a deep red tone. The deck will feature a weathered look for realism. I've completed the wheel along the lower part and added both the external hull planking and the planking of the inner bulwark. The front section is now painted in a dark anthracite shade. The inner bulwark has a rich, dark reddish-brown color, and the deck planking is nearly complete. I'm drilling a hole every centimeter into the whale to make it easier to attach the wooden nails. This keeps everything secure and evenly spaced. The nails are now in place along the whale. I've already sanded the outer bulwark, the railing, and the inner bulwark to give them a weathered, aged appearance. Next, I'll weather the deck planking and wooden nails to stimulate deck fasteners. After that, I'll install the fiferails with the belaying pins, and then this cross section will be ready to mount the gun carriage on it. As you just saw, I pre-drilled the holes to insert the toothpicks, which acts as wooden pegs, and then cut the top off for a clean finish. And the fiferails, completed with belaying pins, are installed also. These are the key attachment points for the ship's rigging and add historical accuracy to the model. I place eyebolts here, here, and here. This will be later on used for the rope tackles, and the rest of the cross section will be filled with ship supplies like buckets, barrels, and coiled ropes to bring this scenery to life. I'm creating 3 new gun dioramas. This one featuring a golden cannon will represent a French-style warship. The second will be modeled after an English ship, and the third will be a classic merchant vessel. I'll blank this French diorama using light color wood, similar with the English version. The third one will use darker wood with a more natural tone to give it an aged, authentic feel. This diorama will be painted blue, the English one will get a rich red color, and the merchant ship will keep the natural oak look for a more realistic finish. The merchant deck will be stained with walnut for depth, while the inner bulwark is simply varnished. I've already painted the inside bulwark a light blue, common for French warship, which often had light blue interiors and darker thunder blue exteriors. Now this layer is done, I can move on to the planking of the deck. The English warship is painted red on the inside and red on the outside. We'll use the same deck planking method as I will do for the French one. The deck planking and railing are now finished on the blue French warship with the golden cannon. The red English cross-section follows the same planking style and railing design. And the merchant ship deck was pre-stained, and I chose different style for the railing to set it apart.